Previously on Ace Attorney. Apollo? Teach this deceitful, putrid queen a lesson she won't soon forget. Gladly, because it really is time to cease this insanity. Garan! Your reign of terror ends here! That's a very powerful point, Apollo. Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. And while we've already seen the credits roll on this game, we do still have one more case to play. A special episode, apparently starring Phoenix Wright. Because, of course it is, Apollo's story is over. Apollo barely had a story in this trilogy to begin with. Turnabout time traveler. All right. Enemy.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back to that blissful moment.
It's almost time for the reception, milady.
It actually really worked.
So, another TV show that Maya's into? Or Trucy, maybe? September 21st, 10:13 a.m., Write Anything Agency. Oh, Athena's here. Okay, let me make sure I got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle? No, Athena, you've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena. Trucy, what are you and Athena up to? Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now, human cannibal, this guillotine, that is not like I have 9 lives, you know. You've made your bed, Athena, now you've got to lie in it. No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already. You're never too young, Athena. Have you seen the traffic outside? My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office. And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh? You've got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Write Anything Agency. Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean. If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I ever learned. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Well, that's what happens when you specialize in murder defense. Let's see, Nick. Oh, this would be Maya. Business is as slow as ever, huh, Nick? But you made more money back when you played the piano. What? Larry? Long time no see. Larry? I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Oh, some big news, that's what. Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Bucks. He's Well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? Yeah, well, there's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now. Gotta be the lady. All right. Hello. Wait a minute. What? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. That opening animation was real? Or... Oh, no, 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 of course not. He's marrying an actress. How do you do? Hi? That dress, is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Really? You got that? Yes, that's the one. Well, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation. I see. But what is a Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So, actually, we decided to get married. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know. I figured it's time to finally settle down. What? You're getting married? Oh, wait, I don't believe it. Besides, how can you be getting married now? You're only like, what? 38, 40, somewhere in there? Hang on. Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh, that doesn't help me at all. Why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? Desperation. You're kidding, right? Jealous. I don't blame you, but the green's really not your color, you know. All right, Larry, lay it on me. What do you need? In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, you see, like love on the run, I guess you could say. And why is she already in her wedding dress? Isn't that right, Ellie? Larry? I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. Yeah. My heart already belongs to another. What? Huh? I'm in love with Soren. Not you. Larry, did you even ask her to marry you? Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby, weren't you running away with me so we could get married? As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. I meant escape like that song, you know, the one about pina coladas. Why is this always happening to me? Lack of communication skills, Larry. You have to actually ask someone to marry you before they will elope with you, you dumbass. This is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. For what? Oh, that's it. If we can't be together, my life is over. I'm going to end it all. Back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yeah, we had to, because we're lovers on the lamb. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on? To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? They think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room, and that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. Your wedding reception, I presume. Oh my God, Larry. I was about to say you haven't changed a bit, but you've somehow become even more stupid. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick. Me and Ellie were going to elope. We were going to put it all on the line for true love. You have a very active and very unhealthy imagination, Larry. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong? It went wrong as soon as you crashed. I assume you crashed this wedding. I'm feeling migraine coming on. Starting right here and just plunging all the way over to here. And then gnawing its way to the back of my head. And the only thing that's going to cure it, Larry, is just strangle the life out of you. Please help me before you kill him. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Ms. Ellen Wyatt, has just been released by the police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. A 25-year-old dumbass Gloomsbury to death in the I'm sure that's the way they meant it, so I'm going to read it that way. 25-year-old dumbass Gloomsbury to death in the wedding reception hall after a banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous if you see them. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Oh, Nick, what's a guy to do? Ellie stubbed me hardcore. I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where you been all this time? Oh, you mean you don't know? You've really got to stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Maurice Dunham. Well, at least you got that part of your life right. I can't believe you know. I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip, right? Now that you mention, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know that I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. Oh. Okay. That heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop! He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amour. Cute piglet! And you can see this adorable fellow make his debut in cute piglets, lovey-dopey love lark. Well, I read that completely wrong. Cute piglets, lovey-dovey lark. In stores now. You sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores, now or ever. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will you? I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. And you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress. No Cyclops. Guess that means she's telling the truth. But helping a fugitive on the run, what am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh. You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. Whoa. Hold on. I'm a little deaf in this ear. Could you repeat that? I'm not sure I follow. That was real. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. And I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten. Now, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... hell. What's going on? Mr. Right, there are police cars outside. Not just one or two, but a whole bunch. Daddy, a whole squad of officers has the building surrounded. What? This is the police. There's no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up. Hey, Nick, what do we do? Heck if I know. I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3, 44, 45. Wow. Talk about overkill. Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm, home-cooked meals. Who the heck are you, a detective? Now hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Oh, Emma. I'm sorry for all the commotion. So what in the world is going on? Well, I raced over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd hold himself up in here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her. And the fleet of patrol cars. The police are being extra careful. Because apparently, a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb." I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Larry! Well, the police were being so persistent, I had to do something. So I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. At this point, I would like to confess to the murder of whatever his name was. Just get me away from this man. Please leave me out of this. Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. Haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. For one thing, you're involved. For another, this woman clearly needs professional psychiatric help. Oh, come on, but I know you will, because it's you. I guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. How the toilets look? What? It's skip out on me? We've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know. Huh? Yeah, you'd better stay and practice with True C, Athena. A promise is a promise after all. And also, I wasn't really kidding about the toilets. Oh, that's cold, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! Stop, I'm begging you. There, she's getting away. You get back here, Athena. Never a dull moment with those two. I guess the only person cut out to be True C's assistant is Apollo. Well, I guess we'd better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about. Hey, Charlie. Charlie looks as lush and green as ever. Thanks to Athena taking such good care of him. I guess I should pitch in every once in a while, too, huh? Yeah. I could have sworn I saw Maya in that thumbnail. Was I wrong? September 21st. Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Nick is going to defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry, told you I haven't decided yet. What? Oh. Okay, her hair like that is adorable. You're not going to take my case? Why do you have a frying pan? I'm never gonna be happy! What? Miss Wyatt, what, did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down. I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me. And neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die alone in a jail cell. All right, I'll do it. I'll take a case. Just please stop crying and please stop banging those pans. I wasn't joking about having a migraine. Really? You will? The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Seem completely off your rocker, but you don't seem like you killed anybody. Don't thank you! Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Did I really have a choice? No, I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anyone. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Miss Wyatt and Ellen, let's do this together. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. There, There, it's going to be okay. Now try to pull yourself together. All right. Just give me a moment. Oh, my God. Not bad. I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. Oh, she literally pulled herself together. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident. All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he'd attack you? No, but... But what? Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married. Jeez, jealous much? What a loser. Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. That pendant? Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love. And so you made a wish on it. Now you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I begged the pendant. Please, take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked. It brought me back to just before the reception started. So that's the time-traveling thing you mentioned back in my office? I'm sorry, but I have to say it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelievable?! Uh-oh. I knew you'd never believe me! Nick! Ella here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Sure, Larry, sure. But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did send me back in time. Is she listening to herself? I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during that, everyone had their acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Could you not cook while we're talking, please? All right, so when and how did you come under suspicion for murder? Well, after the reception ended, the second reception, I mean. I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself. Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day? For the last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet. I see. I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern. You simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right? That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him. So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen, then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time. A time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? Maybe the entire family is gaslighting her to think she went back in time and then framed her for the murder? Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked. Yes, good idea, Larry. Okay. Hello. So it's actually the next day. I had a sneezing fit. My head got all congested. My voice was wrecked for the entire rest of the day. So if everybody's voices sounds different, that's why. Anyway, I'm supposed to be asking about that shadowy figure that you saw when she was being attacked by dumbass Gloomsbury. So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen? It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind. You did? Then that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was? I'm afraid not. Have you told anybody else about this? I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream. Yeah, she's being gaslit. Can't exactly say I blame them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. No, of course it wasn't. Okay. So, about this wedding. So, you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right? That's right. We've only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all. Oh, Ellie, how can you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We were meant to be together. What? You're wrong, Larry. I've never been so right, baby. As plain as a goatee on my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like? His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny. Did you say Soren Sprocket, as in... That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation. Wait, he's in line to take over the company? He's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice, clearly. Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There is no comparison. Ellie, you're breaking my achy breaky heart. So she's marrying into money, huh? Can't believe Soren chose me, a simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor, my prince. Oh, my Soren. Something smells really fishy about all of this. I guess I've asked her all I can for now. Spick and span, spick and span. Ellen, what are you doing? I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. Can't have my future hubby come into a dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span. Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we'd better get to the crime scene right away. What, you're coming too? Of course I am. Maya's not here yet, so I have to be your assistant. Ah, damn it. If I solve the crime and reveal the true killer with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next up, the mooring dock and sprocket part. Come on, Nick, let's go. Well then. Okay, mooring dock it is. Flying Chapel? Oh my god, how much did it cost to rent that? Oh wait, they own the airline, right? But still, an airship as a wedding chapel. That's lush. September 21st, Sprocket Park mooring dock. So this is Sprocket Park, but where's the reception hall? You're looking at it, Dad. The reception hall, that's, Whoa, looky there. What? What is it? I just spotted me a cute mamacita. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, a man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artist, after all. Oh, mess! Yoo-hoo! Oh, my God. I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh, well. I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. All right. Wow, that airship is huge. Oops, didn't mean to say that out loud. Only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. But I've got to say they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Oh, this thing's really banged up. You looking at the sign? They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. Big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. I see. Wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying don't touch it, it's dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. Oh, you're back? Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. It didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man! I wasn't on my game today! So, now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait... What's that say? Flying Chapel? Do you mean to tell me? Yup. Ellie's reception was on that airship. Whoa. A sky-high reception hall? Yup, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. And not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum, too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when they made that time skip, though. Here, check out the airship for yourself with this pamphlet. Yeah, okay. Flying Chapel pamphlet. It includes a brief introduction and diagrams of its layout. Oh, by the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. Is that Gavin? Oh, no. Edgeworth! That red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy. I trust you've been well, right? You know I've been well. You saw me this morning. At breakfast. In my dreams. Maya! Surprise! Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it? Maya! I'm happy to see you. But, I was hoping for somebody else. That's fine. I'm happy to see you. What are you doing here? Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. That's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Maya, I know this is someone, but please marry me! What? Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride, anyway. Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriend's never hurt anyone, right? More power to him. This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. That's right, the new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Look at you, Maya, all grown up and as cute as ever. Ooh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. Oh, this has to be Edgeworth. No way he'd let Maya drive that car. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgeworth! Hi! How you been? Edgeworth, I figured that car belonged to you. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? Oh, it's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. Ah! Yeah, that sounds like Maya. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. So, what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did? However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Oh, hang on. I want to look at the court record real quick. Oh, is that all? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Love is always in the air on the Flying Chapel, the only wedding venue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony out on the Vista deck, Sprocket Aviation's majestic Pegamoo mascots will light up the happy couple from both sides of the sweetheart table. What? Those things? Pegamoos? They're cows. Winged cows. Okay. Okay, Larry is only 34. Alright. But still, too young to be getting married. I mean, you know, Edgeworth could get married at any age he wanted because, you know, he's Edgeworth. Very responsible, grown-up type of person. But he hasn't gotten married yet because he's waiting for somebody special. Anyway, just so you know, right, I am the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes, me. It appears we'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. Hey? So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right? What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Wow! Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout? Yes. They have especially strong ties in both the political and the judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, Wright? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute a Sprocket. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that, not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. They think they can use their influence to bend the truth. They have another thing coming. I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you. Archie, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? Simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, Wright, I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, Your Righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Guess that explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Oh, I don't see any lines on that damn forehead of yours. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, Wright, I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No. I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry? Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Angie, we're all pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Nick, help me out here! Not a chance. Bye, Edgeworth! Nice seeing him again. Is it just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever? You have no idea. I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. Well, Nick, we better hop to it too. Hop to what? Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. All right, to the crime scene then. Yeah, and away we go. But first, how you doing? Might as well jump right in, I guess. So, what do you think? Well, let's see. I think the inside of Mr. Edgeworth's car smelled heavenly. Yeah. Oh, I mean, no, apart from Edgeworth's car. I mean, do you have any ideas about this case? Sorry, can't think of a thing. But what are we wasting all this time with thinking for? There's investigating to be done. Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of evidence we find. You seem really excited. You bet, Nick. The dynamic duo is back in the saddle again. Let's go round them up, partner. All right, let's get to it then. Yay. We'll skip what to do until after we've actually done something. But first... Hey, look what I got! Your attorney's badge looks so nice and shiny on your lapel. It's so cool, like the mark of a true hero. If I can be a hero to my clients, that's good enough for me. In that case, I'll be the commander that controls the hero from behind the scenes. Wait, are you saying you've been manipulating me all this time? Go, Robo, right to the crime scene! I guess that makes me a Robo warrior. All right, and I take the hint. Let's go to the reception hall. Okay, so that's what the body was hidden in. So this is the reception hall. According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Okay. Yikes, we're pretty high up, but at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Ah! Hey, Emma, over here! Mr. Wright, Maya, does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So, do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. We pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go ahead. Now it's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. Well, let's start by chatting. So what's up? Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So, do you think you could give us a rundown? Well, seeing as how he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 7 to 10, huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you? Time traveling? What do you mean? Nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected. The victim's name is Dumbass Bloomsbury. He is a servant in the Sprocket family household. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers? Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Bloomsbury was the lead servant after all. Oh, okay. He was very serious about his work, but he was also very closed and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. If he was lead servant, then he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss? They don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body doesn't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of a murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in their hands. Why would a bride who was just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. But why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Bloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first. But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edgeworth would have up his sleeve to counter that claim. Wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company. Sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It sounds like something the family would want to stop by any means necessary. Does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. Really? Tell me more. The The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on, so she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. That didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yep. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. Really? I spent all of my spare time in Korean watching soap operas on TV. I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment, too. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. But, okay, they were at the reception. That means they were already married, but it would not be hard to have the marriage annulled so that it never actually happened. All right. Okay, tell me about this murder weapon. So what was the murder weapon, Emma? This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. Okay. Very first case Phoenix ever tried started with the murder with a clock. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? That's funny, there's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence? But there was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. They call it the timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. Time machine, huh? Come to think of it, Ellen said her pendant was a part of a time machine. Wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Well, that'll probably be a mini-game. All right, let's have a look around. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken. It's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus, the flying horse. No, wait. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. Neither do horses. So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently, it's called a Pegamoo. I did not see that coming. I did because I already read the pamphlet. Yeah, somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh, that's strange. What is? Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegable, right? Yeah, I'd say so. What with the horns and all? You know, female cows do have horns. Not all of them, but it does happen. Okay, well, that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegable. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says Pegable, but the other one says Peg-a-cow. Female Pegamoo. Right. Pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple. Huh. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here. Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room? It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Okay. So this actually matters. In any case, we'd better check this thing out. And what do you think this is, Maya?
That looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
You suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall?
Oh, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. Wonder where it came from. Don't think that's a flower. Anyway. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found?
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it.
Huh.
Okay.
Get blood on his hand. Hey, what's this?
Oh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen from when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
It looks like a note outlining the murder plot.
Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush.
Why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do it sometimes to myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
Guess I'll take your word for that, Ms. Bad Handwriting Expert.
Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
All right, let's get back to the note.
That note was apparently written by the victim.
But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it?
Yeah, I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
That's called a shopping list. Maya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Oops.
So, Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions?
It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there.
Heliport? On a blimp? So he'd plan on pushing Ellen off from there? What a monster.
Okay.
That's rather suspicious.
Oh, look at this.
Did this come from the lantern?
Ick, it's covered in blood.
Yeah, maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern.
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered in blood?
That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. I guess that about does it for this lantern.
There's another one over there, but it's a different color.
Yeah, I can't look at it. Let's look at the other Pegamoo. Oh, look at the horns on this flying bovine. He must be a bull. Seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece.
By the look of those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily, too.
I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. Hey, look at that. And this is what the backside looks like.
What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle? Oh, okay. So the bloody wheel was on the inside. So dude was trying to get out. He was locked in.
Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs.
I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted.
I guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? Makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, can't say I see anything strange about this thing.
This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit. Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say the newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give them their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner. Oh, I wouldn't be able to stand that. Can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. Those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite. Really? Sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. I guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. She has never had a love interest, has she? This must be where the time machine was placed. Can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes. I agree. Can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. I think it will, whether, she's found guilty or not. So that's the Vista deck out there. But the view is amazing. But I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. I think that about does it for this area. Ooh, what's that? It's a fog machine. Wonder if they used it during the reception. That's a very big fog machine. Oh, hey Nick, go stand over there for a sec. Why? Just because, now go. All right. I've got a bad feeling about this. Fogmaster 9000 on! Maya, no! Oh? Oh, nothing happened. Alright, looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it! All I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Okay, so it's out of dry ice. Okay, that explains why it's so big. All of the fog machines I've worked with work off of vegetable glycerin. Hot air balloon, symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah, but I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. Always wanted to go up in a hot air balloon, never have. Wonder what this partition is for. I imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. They probably wait behind it when they're on standby. I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there. Maybe a baby elephant. Anyway, not that anyone sane would. Or even think about it. But then again, we are in an airship wedding chapel. Oh, another one. That's another fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Aw, spoil sport. It's because I know how you operate. Model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. And a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Ooh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this.
Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over Neo-Old Tokyo. If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Please at least wait until after the trial is over. That's one big partition screen, industrial size even. But it'd cause an industrial sized mess if it fell over. That's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. What? Then who's going to test how stable it is? Just leave it alone, please. Well, is that everything? Oh, wait. Oh, what's that? It's a wallet. Oh, my God. It looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. Oh, really? That face looks awfully familiar. It's actually a really lovely logo. I like it very much. Yes, it does. I guess I'll bring it to him later. Okay. Hang on. Oh, we're done. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene. Hey, Nick. I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well, since we're here. True. We might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Oh, hello. Stanley Sprocket, I presume. Nick, how long has that guy been standing there? Didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? Just a guess. Okay. Another non-verbal type. Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane. I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Yeah. Oh, that was a rather cold welcome. Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation. And the groom. So he's Ellen's fiance? Oh, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. You don't say. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of the Sprocket Aviation's business successes. An inventor, huh? Yep. He even designed this airship. That's pretty impressive. Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen. Oh, right. Yeah, it looked like he was sitting outside. Well, I think we will talk to him in the next episode. To the outro! Okay, first of all, I am so happy that this is how we're ending our time with Phoenix Wright. No Nayuta, no divination seance, no lie detecting bracelet, no mood matrix, I hope. Just Phoenix, Maya, Edgeworth, and against all odds, Larry friggin' Butts. As for the actual case, I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure the Sprockets are colluding to make Ellen seem like a nutbag and framed her for murder to keep their precious scion from marrying the help. But aside from that, I got nothing. Also, did they do weddings differently in Japanifornia? I mean, they've already had the reception, which in my experience happens after the wedding. But everyone is acting as if Soren and Ellen aren't married yet. Anywho, I guess we need to run after the gloomy groom and try to get something out of him. In the meantime, up here's a playlist of my Persona 5 Royal playthrough, and down here's a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!